Hello, boxing family and fellow boxing fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. I thank you for tuning in once again, and I thank you for your patience between videos. Before I get into the content, I just want to ask the usual that you would like, share, hit the bell notification, and most importantly, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing the button. It would help me out tremendously and help the channel to go a lot further. So please press that subscribe button and I will keep bringing you content. So the fight that I'll be covering in this video is going out to Jaw Quag Burnett 7736. And if I butchered that, please forgive me. Feel free to correct me and I'll get it right the next time. But I do thank you for your request and for participating in the channel. And the fight that they wanted me to cover is James Lights Out Toney versus Sugar Ray Robinson. I was going to say at middleweight, but let's just take the easy way out and say at any common weight. James Lights Out Toney versus Sugar Ray Robinson. Great fight. So let's talk about Sugar Ray Robinson's attributes for a second. He was definitely a masterful boxer, great body puncher. He was explosive. He had a great jab, a better jab than Toney, to tell you the truth. Awesome footwork. And although he was a masterful boxer, he loved to trade. As far as James Lights Out Toney, I feel that he had more slickness than Robinson. He had better head movement, quicker hands, and better defense. Robinson definitely had the better footwork, but James Toney was the better inside fighter. And although Robinson had a lot of heart and loved to get into firefights, this would work against him when fighting a counterpuncher like James Toney. And Toney was such a patient, accurate counterpuncher who threw punches from all sorts of crazy angles. Now, one advantage for Robinson is I feel that he had more devastating power and one-punch knockout power. But James Toney put his punches together better, in my opinion. And Toney can make the adjustments and take you to school. And now, as I mentioned earlier, Sugar Ray Robinson had the better jab, but I feel that Toney could adjust to his jab and counter with the overhand right. Also, as I mentioned earlier, Sugar Ray Robinson was more explosive, but James Toney was great at playing possum and once again was a very patient fighter. But one thing that I feel would give James Toney the ultimate advantage is that Philly shell defense, which he mastered. And to be quite honest, I didn't see many fighters doing that in Robinson's era. So this goes right back to the advancements in boxing, which Toney would have definitely benefited from. So as far as how this fight would play out, I'm seeing this as a repeat of James Toney's fight with Evander Holyfield, with Evander Holyfield coming out aggressive, pressing the action, and putting on a lot of pressure. And I feel that Sugar Ray Robinson would take that same approach. And as I always say, styles makes fights. And I feel that this will be a counter-punching field day for James Lights Out Toney. Sugar Ray Robinson was a phenomenal fighter, but I'm going to give this victory to James Toney for the simple fact that James Toney would have an answer for everything that Robinson would do. And James Toney had great stamina even when he wasn't in the best shape. So I'm going to go with a James Toney unanimous 15-round decision. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'm sure you will. And I'll see you soon.